I feel like I need to wake up.
What's going to happen to us?
I don't know.
Wildlife is based off of a book by Richard Ford that was released in 1990. Wildlife stars Jake Gyllenhaal as Jerry Brinson, and he is the father of Joe Brinson, played by Ed Oxenbould. And Ed Oxenbould in this movie was great. I enjoyed seeing the progression of his life in this movie. Now, Jerry Bronson, who was played by Jake Gyllenhaal, also gives a stellar performance. I mean, this is Jake Gyllenhaal that we're talking about here. What do you expect? Now, the concern here is Jerry's wife, Jeanette Bronson, played by Carey Mulligan. Now, Carey Mulligan gives a stellar performance in this movie as well as Jeanette. And Jeanette is a woman who is at a crossroads in her life, in her marriage. Jerry decides that he is fed up with his current situation, and so he decides to leave Joe and Jeanette behind to fight wildfires for some apparent reason. I guess he just had an epiphany one day.
What does it pay?
$1 an hour.
Oh my God, Trace, you don't have to do this. I want.
So Jeanette goes off and finds Warren Miller, who is played by Bill Camp. And Warren Miller is a very wealthy man, and Joe is witness to his mother Jeanette kind of having an affair on her husband. And I love the way Paul Dano directs this movie. The way he directs this movie is we see everything from Joe's perspective. This is Paul Dano's directorial debut, and my God, this is an achievement. This movie is skillfully shot. It's not lavish or anything, but you can definitely tell that Paul Dano is a competent director. He knows what he's doing, and filming everything from pretty much Joe's perspective is very rich in depth on its own, because we see things through Joe's eyes, when normally when I'm watching a movie, we see a certain frame of a shot on a character, and it's just, a director's choice, and it may be for artistic purposes or whatever. But I feel that within this movie, it's more than artistic choices. It's character development, the way these shots are handled. When we see Joe looking at his father sitting at the dinner table, and Joe's witnessing his father feeling, or he's witnessing his father looking depressed, and then therefore Joe feels what his father's feeling. And then from an audience perspective, since I'm seeing what Joe is seeing, I feel Joe's emotions towards his father and his emotions during the situations that he's in. So Paul Dano directing this thing is fantastic, and I can't wait to see what he does next. Overall, I will say that this movie it's good. It's a good movie. There are a couple of problems that I have overall, mostly being that I wish there was just a bit more added into here. It kind of goes by rather fast. I just wish there was more development with Jeanette and Jerry, and I wish Jake Gyllenhaal had got more screen time. I don't really feel like Jake Gyllenhaal was in here enough. Maybe they couldn't pay him, all the money that he wanted, so he's hardly in the movie. But when he's in, he's in. Ed Oxenbould, who plays Joe, does a fantastic job in here playing the son. Carey Mulligan, who plays Jeanette Bronson, is fantastic in here as well. She does a great job. The directing is great. The story is solid. And I really enjoy this movie. I just wish there was a lot more development with the family and the son, and I wish I could have witnessed more going on in their life. But I am satisfied with what I got. So I will say my overall verdict is that this movie, it's good. It's a good movie, and if I had to give it a grade, I would give it an A- because I feel like I just really wanted more story development with these characters. I really wanted to get the ins and outs of them, but I do feel like Paul Dano paints a perfect picture of family existence, and when a family, especially a father and a mother, is going through an emotional crisis in their lives that affects their marriage, it ultimately affects their son or their kids, and witnessing what the kid is going through is good. I just wish there was just more tight development within the story, giving me more of an insight into their minds. And I just really wanted more. I just wanted more. I really enjoyed this movie. I just wanted more. And that's all I have to say. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you next time.